Knowing how to make a Swedish fire log is a true camping hack. In this video, I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions that will show you how to make your own. And stay tuned to the end of this video to explain to you why the Swedish fire log is the best version of a cooking fire. Hi everyone, it's Carrie and welcome back to my channel. First off, you'll notice that it's my husband doing the wood cutting today because he is the skilled sawyer. Make sure you have one of those before you try this project yourself. A Swedish fire log is also referred to as a Swedish torch or a Canadian candle. It is a highly efficient campfire for cooking. It was first developed by the Swedish Army during the 30 Years' War. This type of campfire requires just a single log and can be made even when the ground is wet or covered in snow, which happens a lot in Canada. It's also a quick and easy way to cook food while camping, especially if you have a limited wood supply. While there are countless ways to make a campfire, the Swedish fire log offers some distinct advantages, especially when it comes to cooking. By making certain cuts into a single log, the Swedish fire log produces a directional flame that burns from the inside out. Because the flames of a traditional campfire are hard to control, it's usually best to wait until it burns down to embers before you decide to cook on it. This can easily take over an hour, whereas the Swedish fire log concentrates the burn of the fire, allowing you to cook over a focused flame within 20 minutes. And that's impressive when it comes to campfire cooking. The most important step in building a Swedish fire log is to use dry wood. Even when properly done, a Swedish fire log made using wet wood is going to be a non-starter. So look for as dry of wood as possible. Find or cut a suitably sized log with flat, level ends on either side. With the log standing on its end, use a chainsaw to cut slits into the wood. Depending on the width of the log, this can be done in either quarters or sixths or even eighths. Most chainsaws have cross-cut blades, so cutting along the grain might be difficult. Use the bucking spikes as a fulcrum to get better leverage. Remember, do not cut all the way through. Leave a few inches at the bottom. This is so the log remains a single unit, which makes it easier to transport, and it will maintain its structure while burning. Now that you have your fire log ready, here's how you get it started. Step 1 is to gather your kindling, dry sticks and tinder, which might be birch bark, dry grass, paper, or dryer lint. Step number 2, insert the kindling into the center of the log. Remember, don't overstuff or put kindling towards the outside of the log, as this will restrict the airflow. A nice, small bunch in the middle is all you really need. Step number 3, place your tinder and a small amount of kindling on top of the log in the center, and then light the tinder on fire. The embers from this small fire on top of the log should fall down inside and catch the other pieces of kindling. After a short period of time, the log itself will catch on fire and the fire will continue. Depending on the size of your log, this surface can easily accommodate a water kettle, a Dutch oven, or a cast iron skillet. We decided to use a cast iron skillet and bake some bacon because bacon would be an obvious choice. Of course, everyone loves bacon. The directional flame that was produced by the Swedish Fire Log was wonderful to watch, and it cooked the bacon quickly. And then we continued to watch the log as it burned after we were done cooking on it, and this is what it looked like when it was finished burning. So here are those practical applications that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. There is nothing wrong with a traditional campfire, but there are a few circumstances where the Swedish Fire Log might be a better option, at least to get your fire started. You've arrived at the campground late. You forgot to make a fire until everyone is hungry. If you don't want to wait for your campfire to burn down to embers, a Swedish Fire Log will allow you to start cooking right away. If it has recently rained or there's still snow on the ground, it will be important to start your fire above that wet ground. A Swedish Fire Log can help you get your fire started and generate enough heat to dry out the surrounding area around your fire. Buying firewood can get expensive, especially at those popular campgrounds. So why not make the most of your wood with a more efficient burn method? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, please hit like and subscribe. I post videos once a week on Wednesdays around 10 a.m. and I would love to have you as a viewer. Also, if you enjoy this video, you'll probably really enjoy this next video, where I show you how to make some delicious tinfoil dinners. Not your standard ones, but some 3 unique tinfoil dinners that your family will all enjoy. So if you click on the screen right now, you can go and watch that next.